Hello and good morning. Welcome, friends. My name is Tanya and this is Creations with Tanya. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute log cabin quilt block. Alright, so stick around and I'll show you what you need. This is the material I'm using. I'm using boundless fabrics, 2.5 inch strips, and I've picked out these sort of purplish hue colors, and this is my background color I'm going to use. So it's going to be like a nice cream with these. This is like a purple violet color, and then this is sort of more, it's still purple but more on the magenta side. So yeah, 2.5 strips each roll, and I am doing this cute little log cabin quilt pattern. There are so many different patterns you can use with this cute little easy log cabin block. So let's get started. And the first thing I'm gonna do is cut from the 2.5 inch strips. Make sure your salvages are cut. The first block is going to be 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch square for white or cream or whatever background color you want to use. Maybe you want to use grays. And then I went from, as you can tell with this block, I went dark and then I went lighter around the block. So basically you cut your 2.5 inch square background color and 2.5 inch square printed color. Whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to go all scrappy. I sort of went dark and then lighter, as you can see here, and then one side's going to be your background color and the other side is going to be your printed fabric color, whatever color you decide to use. So this is 2.5 inch, and the next one is 4.5 inch, this one, and then the next one is 6.5 inch, so this one and this one, and then it is 8.5. So this one here and this one here, and then the last one is 10.5. Let's get cutting. I'm gonna do a 2.5 inch right here, and I should probably have, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna iron that. All right. So now I've cut my printed fabric and my background fabric, and these are the same size. The smallest to the largest size. This 2.5 inches, 4.5 inches by 2.5 inches, 6.5 inches by, of course, 2.5 inches, 8.5 inches, and 10.5 inches. And these backgrounds are the exact same. So I'm just gonna sew these together. I'm gonna start off with the center pieces, so the 2.5 inch squares, and then I'll show you how to go around. So I sort of do a little circular motion around the square, and I start off here and I go around like this, and I sew each strip around. So I'll get started and sew that and show you how I go about doing this awesome log cabin quilt block. Alright, so I have sewn together my two center pieces, and now I've taken the 4.5 inch by 2.5 inch strip, and now I'm gonna just put it right sides together and do a 1/4 inch seam. Alright, so I've sewn my 4.5 inch strip to my center pieces, and now I'm taking a printed fabric and I'm gonna sew it along this side, so right sides together and 1/4 inch seam. I'll be back. Okay, so I have now sewn my 4.5 inch strip, printed strip, to the side, and now I'm going to take the 6.5 inch printed strip and I'm going to sew it up here, and sew right sides together and 1/4 inch seam. When I'm done, I will show you the next step. Alright, so I've sewn my 6.5 inch strip to my block, and the next would be to take your 6.5 inch background color, and then it's gonna go right here, so I'm just gonna flip it over and I'm going to do a 1/4 inch seam. When I'm done, I'll show you the next step. Alright, so now I've taken my 8.5 inch strip and I am going to sew it along the bottom here, so right sides together, and when I'm done, I'll show you the next step. Alright, so my 8.5 inch strip has been sewn on the bottom, and now you're going to take your next fabric, 8.5 inches, and put it on this side, so 1/4 inch seam. When I'm done, I will show you the next step. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I have sewn my 8.5 inch strip of printed fabric, and now I'm just going to add the last piece, 10.5 inches. And basically it's the same thing, you just putting it on top and right sides together and sew a 1/4 inch seam. Once I'm done, I will show you some really cool different patterns you can make with these log cabin blocks. Hello, so I've sewn my last piece, my 10.5 inch strip, and your block should roughly be 10.5 inches square. Made up some more blocks, and I'll just show you a couple of different things you can do. Like, how cute is this? You can do this, and then you can go around doing the same sort of thing. It'll make this cute little pattern you see here. Let me zoom out a little. There we go. Or if you want, you can do it like this. And have this nice little pattern in the center as well. You can also do it where this, I think, and it sort of gives that diagonal feel, right? So like this. And here's the pinwheel pattern that I really like. I think it's cute. So I'm gonna sew these together just to show you the block, and I've done the magenta one as well, so I'm gonna do like each set and then have the two different colors. I think it's really cute pattern. I'll be back and I'll show you the finished block. Alright, so I've sewn the top and the bottom, and I'm just gonna make sure I'm gonna pin where these two are sewn so that I can at least try and get that right. And I've also ironed to the dark side on both of them so that the seams can nest. I'm going to start off by pinning the center, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but these seams are nesting nicely, and I'm just going to pin right here. And then I'm just going to make sure that the ends are pinned as well. And then sew my 1/4 inch seam. And then I'm going to iron it open and show you the finished block. And there we go. Finished block. And the reason why I like to pin in the center, I find then my seams come together better and they line up better. So yeah, it's awesome. And I'm just gonna do another set of 4 like this and put it to the other side. Make a cute little throw for my couch. Snuggle up in. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And have you ever done the log cabin quilt block before? And if so, what pattern did you use? Please let me know if you're gonna try this or you've done it before. I'd really like to know. Thank you again for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.